Yeah, I think I'm really liking this design because I kind of think of it as kind of where the Enderman can come and hang out for a minute and feel really comfortable and then just die. We'll be building this episode and setting this up, and let me know what you think in the comments. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to episode 10 of our SkyFactory 2.5 modded Minecraft Let's Play series. If you recall last episode, we did quite a few things. We got a jetpack made, got it upgraded to level 3, we changed over our sieving system to handle compressed gravel, sand, and dust. We got steel kind of automated over there. We have coal coke production. Between that episode and this one, I did do quite a bit. For starters, I did finally put up a sugarcane farm, just, to get paper, make it a little bit easier. And then over here, I did finally set up a wheat field to start getting some seeds and stuff, and also some wheat, because I was kind of running out of apples. I haven't had that over there running all that much because, I don't have a power setup over here anymore, and whatnot. Now, first thing we're going to do this episode is we're going to start off again with magical crops. I had a really good suggestion from Z-Attack 159 Gaming, so I want to say thank you for that. It had slipped my mind because I haven't used magical crops in a while. But to make one of these Axio hoes, and so if we hold shift over it, it gives us an extra essence from Minicio crops. Now, for some reason, I haven't noticed the durability on this going down. I've been using it, but the durability is still stuck at 1900, so I'm not sure if maybe that's disabled or something. But yeah, so normally if we were to break one of these, we'd get 1 essence, but now, we get 2 whenever we break it. But this thing is actually upgradable as well. To make this, you're just going to use a diamond hoe with Axio essence around it. And then to upgrade it, it's pretty much the same thing. You're going to throw the Axio hoe in there and surround it with, say, Crucio essence. And whenever we do that, we will get the Crucio hoe, which now gives us 2 extra essence from Minicio seeds. And then if we wanted to, say, upgrade it again, the next tier is 4 extra, and then the final tier is 8 extra, and it's unbreakable. But like I said, I haven't noticed the durability going down, so that may not even be an issue. But I keep getting all these eggs. All these chickens are just running wild. Anyway, I want to start off by we're gonna make redstone seeds, because that's something that we kind of need to get going with here pretty quickly. We'll get some Crucio. How many? Oh yeah, I won't have enough. I don't even know why I'm thinking about that. Okay, and we'll do just like before, and this time with redstone. Oh wait, what am I? No. I forget. It's redstone is. Oh yeah, I need Minicio seeds. Okay, I'm losing my mind. I always want to use standard seeds for that for some reason. Okay. So we'll do our Crucio here and get ourselves our first redstone seeds and get those planted. Now, over time, once those grow, they'll give us a redstone essence, and this redstone essence, we can use it, like that for 24 redstone. We can also use it with an experience book from Magical Crops to get efficiency 1, then efficiency 2, efficiency 3 for different experience book levels, efficiency 4, and then efficiency 5. And then we can also make we can charge Certus quartz with it, and of course make the strong infusion stone, which is one of the things in particular that we're going to be going for. But eventually we're going to use these redstone seeds for our netherrack setup. I didn't set that up last episode, or between last episode, due to the fact that to set that up, I kind of would prefer to get the core systems of our tech building set up. So this first episode, or today's episode, we're not going to be doing the core systems just yet, but next episode and the episode after, we're going to be doing some of the core system setup, which will be a centralized power system and liquid system and everything for our base over there. So we'll head on over there. If you notice something here, if you notice, I've finished filling this in. The jetpack helped a lot, and one thing I do suggest you make is one of these diamond wands. I went through a couple of these, but they're pretty easy to craft. They're just, I'll look it up here and show you, but they're just sticks and a diamond. And right here, 2 sticks and 1 diamond will get you this. And if you're familiar with the builder's wand, it's basically like a super builder's wand, because I could stand up there with a few stacks of grimstone on me, point it down and kind of pillar up, and it would fill in this entire area just instantly with the grimstone. So building this up was actually rather quick. I could do the mana glass that way and everything, and so it definitely made things quite a bit faster. Over here, I've started building this up. It's not done. I mean, I don't have the accents out here, or windows put in, or rooms built up, but I just kind of started just by doing these. These are just chiseled stone bricks. Nothing too crazy, but I think once I get the accents on the building and everything, I think it's going to look pretty good. And then in here, I did start fleshing this out some. It's not totally finished. Once we get a centralized power and liquid setup, I am going to set this up to have 2 of these setups, 1 on each side of the room, and that way we'll be going through soul sand a bit faster, and I think it'll look a little bit better, aside from graphical glitches like that. But I think it'll look a little bit better with the double style setup there. And then I've just got chiseled glass and stuff, but this is all laboratory blocks and some factory blocks here. And then these are the steel fences from Immersive Engineering. Another thing that I did set up between last episode, if you notice, this bag is just cram-packed full of stuff. I did make diamond armor. I have a chest plate, but I have it in my bag because my last trip to the nether, I spent a little bit of time there because I was looking for a blaze spawner, and I ended up breaking my golden armor, and I survived, but it was a close battle trying to get away because I had all these like special Thaumcraft blazes spawning and everything, and it was pretty dangerous. But I'll jump in there in just a second and show you the spawn. I also did make a golden lasso because I found a molten Terra Steel cow, and I just couldn't resist keeping this thing on hand. So I did snag that up. And if you don't know, golden lasso can hold any passive creature, similar to the safari net. But just an Eye of Ender, 4-string, and a gold nugget. So pretty easy to craft. And hopefully after today, our Ender Pearl issues will be solved. So, but I will show you kind of where we spawn out. Oh, there we go. Here in the nether. I built this because of gas and blazes and whatnot. I didn't want to have to deal with them, but right over here is a nether fortress. So that's why I kind of just built over here and started going for a blaze. There's a blaze powder on the ground. But yeah, if you notice the nether, nothing spawns in the nether except for nether fortresses will spawn. So there's another one over there. But I don't want to spend a whole lot of time here because if you look on the map, I don't think that even does it justice. Earlier when I came here, there was just an absolute ton of guys, like blazes and Thaumcraft, like all different kinds of special like named blazes and wither skeletons. It was terrible. So, but yeah, and then over here I've kind of started setting up for our setup that we're going to do today. I decided to just do these big heads. If you don't like them, let me know in the comments. But I figured that would be a kind of fun way to just differentiate between our mob farms. So like we'll have the Enderman spawner in here, and then maybe next to it do like a zombie head with a zombie spawner and a blaze head with a blaze spawner and whatnot. So, and I kind of messed with it, and I decided I liked the way these Tyrian blocks looked. And then I got marble, and then these are energized void stone, which, if you're not familiar with those, you can actually craft the original here before you chisel it with just obsidian stone and an eye of ender, and that's going to get you 8 of them. So, and then right here I have dark glass, which basically this glass we'll be able to see through it, but it won't let any light through. And you can craft that pretty easily with just blackout curtains and thickened glass. Thickened glass is sandy glass, just sand combined with glass, and then you smelt it. Blackout curtains are just 6 wool, and that's going to get you 12 of those. So, and then I've already got the power all set up here for what we're setting up here today. And I hate having to set these lava systems and all that stuff up everywhere that we need power, but hopefully after next episode we won't have to worry about that anymore. And just a heads up for this building, the way I've decided to set it up is like this floor is going to be a lot of factorization or factory like automation and stuff. The floor below us and kind of the floor below that, it's going to be like a double floor. Some rooms are going to be more open. It's going to be our power and liquid systems, so all of that's going to be down there. And then the floor above, it's going to be our like personal machines and stuff, so that we have our own setup for like if we want to use a sag mill or a, an alloy smelter or something by hand. So, or it may be the floor above that. Depends on how much room I need for all this automation stuff. So, but the first thing that we're going to want to jump into here is we are going to want to make a harvester. So let's go ahead and get that crafted from Mine Factory Reloaded. And what this does is this is going to kill anything in front of it in like a 5x5x4 or 5x4x5 area. So to make this, we're going to need to get ourselves 2 Invar axes, shears, machine frame, gold gears, all pretty basic stuff. And my inventory is horrible. I started cleaning up some of those pipes over there, and oh, I did upgrade this too, by the way, with an obsidian upgrade and then a 9x storage, so it'll hold up to 640 stacks, because it had filled up, and I don't have a failsafe to, do something with the iron so that it stops stopping up the system. So I just had to upgrade that for right now. Alright, let's get our gold gears. And then, a machine frame. Do I have... Oh, I'm out of glass. Let me grab some sand really, really quickly and set that up to smelt. No, I don't want an entire stack. Okay. 9 will be more than enough for us. And let's set this to furnace only. And if you notice, I was cooking up some solarium. To make that, you just cook soul sand with gold in an alloy smelter, and that's going to get you those solarium. So, and we'll be using that today quite a bit. I also created some soul vials here. Here in a little bit, I'll show you what we're going to use those for, but that's just fused quartz with solarium at the top. So, pretty easy. Alright, so let's get this set up here. Hate this mouse sometimes. And I didn't grab enough iron. Alright, and then an Invar axe. Yeah. I know I had some Invar left. Alright. Make some more sticks. And then the last thing... Well, not the last thing. Yeah, the last thing. I've got everything. No, I don't. I need a reception coil. Shit, my inventory is horrible. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's just make ourselves a couple chests. I apologize about this. Okay. And we'll just throw this down and just store junk in here for now. Actually, I want to keep that on me. I like having a soul vial on me just because you never know. Why do I have that on me? And all this stuff. Okay. Alright. And a couple redstone. And a couple iron. Alright. So now we're all set to make this. Plastic sheets. And, actually, I can't shift click that, can I? No, because these items have durability. Alright, that gets us the harvester. Now with the harvester, you're going to have to watch because this thing does require power, of course, and you need to put something, either an inventory or a pipe or something, at the back of it so that it can, you know, export items. And then also you'll want to hook up something that can take the liquid. So I've got just a pressurized fluid conduit here hooked into a drum, because what's going to happen is it's going to create a liquid essence from killing the mobs. It's kind of like a liquid experience or whatnot. Wait, why did I make a harvester? I have no clue. I don't know why I was making a harvester right there. I needed to make the grinder. So, Invar sword, 2 books, 10 gear, machine frame. Let me cut camera. Sorry about that. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me cut camera really quick, and I will be back once I get the materials together for that, and I'll do it correctly this time. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I promise I won't derp it up anymore. But yeah, make sure and make the grinder. I don't know why I was making a harvester. And then now that we got that set up, let's run over here really quick. And hook that in. Okay. And we'll go ahead and set this to make sure and always extract. Now, see, we've got this liquid essence spot there, and that's what's going to go into this drum. And that stuff's actually pretty useful. You can actually create like a liquid experience and stuff with it. And so we will definitely, you know, find a use for that. But now that we've got that set up, we'll need to make the actual, we'll have to set up the system to start farming, or to start spawning the Enderman. So there's actually a few machines that we're going to have to make to do this. Now the first one is right here, the soul binder, machine chassis, and some solarium, and then a zombie, skeleton, creeper, and Enderman head. Which, if you notice, I ended up making a cleaver from Tinker's Constructs, and basically that it's strange because normally it automatically has beheading, but I put beheading onto this one. Oh, okay, it doesn't have the rank, my bad. But yeah, if you notice down there it says chance to behead 30%, it does have an initial 20%, and then every time that you add a beheading modifier, which is obsidian and ender pearl, it adds an extra 10%. I was thinking it had the rank listed, but it doesn't. But I used that to finally get my Enderman head because I wasn't having any luck, you know, prior to that. So, but alright, I've got some machine, yeah, basic capacitors in here. And I'll tell you what we're going to do, because I know we'll need them. Yeah, let's just grab a bunch of that. Alright. We'll go ahead and make our machine frames. And I'm going to go ahead and just make 4 of them because, like I said, we'll use them. Let's see. We'll just shift click it into there. And so that gets us the soul binder, which we'll cover that in just a second. Next up, we're going to want, let's see here, where's it at? Slice and splice. Well, trying to find it here. There it is. The slice and splice, solarium, any kind of head works, and then shears and an iron axe. So, oh yeah, we've got plenty of iron on us. Why does it do that? And whenever you make the iron axe and the shears, go ahead and make 2 of them, because you are going to want, you're going to have a set of tools within the machine, and they will slowly take durability damage when you use it, but honestly you have to build a lot of stuff to really have to replace it. Eventually when we start building a bunch of, you know, the higher tier item filters and things like that, we may see ourselves replace them, but it does take quite a while to get to that point. So, and we'll just use a skeleton head, and that'll get us the slice and splice. And now the last thing that we're going to want to make is this, well, let's see, where's it at? Oh, right here. Powered spawner. Takes some electrical steel, a machine chassis, a Z logic controller, which is what we're going to need the slice and splice for, and then also some vibrant crystals. So, is it vibrant crystals? Yeah, okay. So, let me go ahead and grab this silicon out of here, and let me actually grab, I don't know, 3 pieces of this, and I'm going to go ahead and get some vibrant alloy cooking up here. Alright, now we'll go ahead and jump on over there. We're going to need some redstone, and what else? Okay, we've got everything else. Oops. Yeah, there we go. And we'll go ahead and get this set up. So for now, I'm just going to set it up on top of this. We'll change all this up and everything, so here before too long. Soul binder there, and the slice and splice there. And see, there's these slots here for the axe and the shears. And then, is it solarium at the top and silicon at the bottom, I'm thinking? Then the zombie head. Yes. So it takes up the items, and then it starts, you know, processing this and making our controller here. Doesn't take it too long, and that gets us a Z logic controller. Now, when we set up this soul binder, that does generally take a while, so we probably cut camera for that part of it. All right, and then. Oh, I need my electrical steel. Yeah. And we will put that down, and then, let's see. Okay. Actually, whoops. Keep dropping everything. We'll grab a couple of those. And I'm thinking once we get this, you know, this ender pearl farm set up, getting up to the tier 4 and then even probably the tier 5 is not going to be bad for our jetpack. So, but we'll go ahead and break these down, get our vibrant alloy nuggets, and then our vibrant crystal. Let me throw these nuggets in here, and this in there. Alright. So this, that, those, and then what was it? Any kind of head, right? Yeah. So that gets us a powered spawner. Now on its own, this doesn't actually do anything. But what we can do is, oh, you know what? We don't even need the soul. Yeah, we do need the soul binder. Okay, I'm losing my mind. I should have already set that up. So what we're gonna have to do is, this broken spawner I have is a blaze, but of course that's not what we're wanting to spawn. So what we want to do is we want to put it into here with a soul vial with the enemy, you know, that we're wanting to spawn. In this case, an Enderman. Which, to use these, by the way, you use them just like a bottle, but you'll right click onto an enemy with them, and it's going to capture the creature and the current health and everything into the soul vial, and then if you want to, you can just you know, right click to release it, and then you can capture it again. The vial doesn't break, so these are completely reusable. But you'll put the spawner into here and then the soul vial in there with it, and it's going to say it needs 15 levels. We're going to tell it to use our experience for that, and then it's going to start processing. Now, like I said, this is going to take quite a while, so I'm probably going to cut camera. I do need to craft an anvil as well. I didn't think to do that, but of course that's not a problem at all with our current resources and everything. And then I'll just cut camera here, and I will be back once that's done processing, and we'll get this, you know, this crafted up. So I'll be back. Okay, welcome back. While I was waiting, I just kind of adjusted this, made some more dark glass, and kind of changed this up a little bit. I think it looks a little bit better. I don't know if I should do all white, but let me know down in the comments what you think. If you think I should just totally get rid of this, keep it, change up the eyes, or what. But anyway, so now we have a soul vial, and then we have this broken spawner, this broken Enderman spawner here. And so now we just need to combine the powered spawner with this broken spawner here, and it does require 30 levels. So, you know what? Actually, before we do that, before we waste any more experience, what we're gonna do is craft something really, really fast. Experience obelisk. It's probably something we should have crafted, you know, sooner. But yeah, we'll definitely go ahead and craft it now. Actually, I'm going to need one energetic alloy. You just make the rod like that, and then machine chassis there, and then solarium like this, and that gets you the experience obelisk. Now this thing, you can just throw it down, and we can, you know, store all of our experience. So 37 levels. And then if we wanted to, we could pick it up, we could move it around, drop it back down. It's still got our levels in there. And then whenever we want to retrieve them, we can take them, you know, in 1, 10, or all. And so if we were to take out 30 levels, see, we still have 27 levels, because it stores the amount of the experience instead of, you know, just the level. So where, you know, the last 7 levels there takes more XP, it's only going to take out what it, you know, the exact amount of experience that it requires to hit level 30. If that makes sense. It's kind of tough to explain, I guess, but basically you'll, you know, if you use that to store everything and then just take out what you need to enchant or, you know, use the anvil and stuff, you're going to save out quite a bit of experience there. But anyway, that's going to get us the powered Enderman spawner. And so what this does is it does take power, of course, but it will create Enderman. And let me see, do I oh, I do have some energy conduits. I'm going to need a few more, though. Let me make just a couple more. Alright. And we can just run in, I guess we'll just run in here and set this up. Now that glass, by the way, can be broken and not actually break. And just a heads up, this is a 5x6, simply because it, you know, it's shaped up better for the head, you know, if I used 8 blocks. So technically this isn't going to be able to break right over here, but what I might do is I might just throw down some what are they called? I'll have, they're right on the tip of my tongue. Let me see here. I feel like an idiot that I can't remember them. Conveyor belts. We might just stick some conveyor belts, or even maybe like some fans right there, or something. We'll do something with it. So it's going to kill out to here, and besides, even if they just kind of step, they'll get killed. So I'm not too concerned about it. But we will just throw this spawner down, I guess, just right here. I can't remember the range on this thing. Actually, let's do... So actually... No, we'll put it down there on the floor. Okay. And of course it can capture creatures too if we put a soul vial in there. And so we can get additional Enderman souls. But we just want to kill right now. And go ahead and break this floor out here. And this. We'll go ahead and set it to hover mode. We'll just kind of run our conduits down here. And like that. And alright, so now, see, it's actually running right now. And it doesn't really matter if there's light or not in this thing. I'm going to turn the lights off. Whoops. This is what we want. And now it should begin spawning Enderman. For right now, I've just got some chests. I've got it hooked up to some chests. We'll change that up in time. But just right now it seemed a reasonable way to do it. This isn't going to try to like shoot them through the floor, is it? That's the only thing I'm concerned about. I can't remember with this if it tries to spawn beneath it or not. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's using up every bit of power that we're giving it. That's one reason I'm ready to get this you know, set up to like a main power system, because this power is horrible. I tell you what, I've actually got this still in my inventory from when I disabled it. So let's have it output power down the bottom. And this should move a little bit quicker. Okay. It's just about to hit 100%. Yeah, see, I'm worried that it's trying to drop them down. Let me actually move it up. Okay. Can't remember if it can be down the floor or not for sure. Alright. Yeah, see, that's draining the hell out of the that energy cell too. These things do require a lot of power to run. Yeah, so it's already ran through all that power. But that's one reason why next episode we're going to be setting up the big reactor and, you know, getting that going. There we go. I see it just spawned all of them at once. The harvester should start killing, I mean the grinder should start killing them off. There it goes. And then any items, you know, see it takes the ender pearl. And I do have these set up with a priority list, so it makes sure that it deposits the ender pearls into this one first. And then over here we have essence. Now it is going to take a little while to, you know, build up a good supply of ender pearls this way. Eventually we'll probably change out the harvester here for maybe like a Killer Joe or like the Draconic Evolution machine. But we're just not ready to set those up yet because of course the Killer Joe we're going to have the nutrient distillation setup going and all that. But that does benefit from being able to use a sword with looting on it, or a sword with beheading, which is also kind of a nice setup. But for now I think the harvester will do, and I mean I've got this chunk loaded. It's not producing enough power to keep it running constant, but it is something that while I'm building, you know, it's going to be running, and putting out an Enderman maybe, you know, even if it's just once a minute, it's still going to add up to enough ender pearls to really allow me to make a bunch of conduits and get ready for next episode. So once next episode hits, after that I think we'll be good on ender pearls, because we'll probably throw an octatic capacitor in that, because that can take the capacitors just like the other Ender IO machines. That way it can accept more power, produce more Enderman, and we'll have the power to actually supply it to keep it running. So but yeah, next episode we will get into big reactors and maybe start looking, or the episode after that we'll start looking into the liquid storage and liquid creation and all that, and getting just a centralized mainframe set up so that we don't have to have, you know, a lava setup around every corner and an aqueous accumulator around every corner, because I hate having that. I want to have just one area that covers water, one area that covers lava, and so on. So but if you enjoyed this episode, please comment, like, subscribe. It's really, really appreciated. Also, if you will, let me know in the comments what you think about this, if you want me to keep it, if you want me to change it, if you want me to tear it all down and just build a room. I know eventually I might put the ethereal glass from Extra Utilities on here so that we can just freely walk between this, but you know, mobs can't, so we might use the dark ethereal glass for that. It's actually producing a lot of Enderman when it makes them, so I'll take it. Yeah, so let me know down in the comments what you think about that, and if of course if you have any questions or suggestions, it's very, very much appreciated. And also, once again, I do post the sneak peeks and stuff on my Twitter and Facebook, as well as some of the Facebook groups that I'm in, and sometimes on the FTB forums. But if you really want to stay up to date and see kind of what I'm working on, you know, each night in between episodes, definitely follow me on Twitter or Facebook, and you know, you'll get a sneak peek about every night. I've started posting them up, just screenshots or whatnot of, you know, kind of what I'm building and what I'm working on. So I kind of alternate nights as far as what pack to really spend a lot of time building on. Yeah, but if you enjoyed it, I hope I see you next episode, and until then, take care.